Hello, I'm Andrew Pritchard, and thank you for watching today's Canada Regional Forecast, brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions. So check in with the jet stream here on Friday morning. We're watching a trough over eastern Canada, parts of the Great Lakes, and that is bringing showers and storms and some cooler weather into parts of the Great Lakes as we head into Hello, I'm Andrew Pritchard, and thank you for watching today's Canada Regional Forecast, brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions. Checking in with the jet stream here on Friday morning. We've got a big trough over eastern Canada that has kept northwest flow pumping cooler air into much of the Canadian prairie. We're also watching this next storm system looming off the coast. That's going to bring some showers and storms to a big part of the southern prairie as we get into early next week. So we take a look at what the jet stream looks like by the time we get to that Monday and Tuesday time frame, watching for a broad ridging to set up over the western two-thirds of the U.S., allowing warmth to build back in there. But this storm system, that's going to bring some showers and storms, maybe some severe weather to far southern portions of the Canadian prairie. The next 10 days temperature anomaly forecast here. The first 5 days over here on the left, again, keeping cooler temperatures as you head off to the east. Warmth beginning to build back into the west, and as we head to the 10 days or the 5 days that follow that, September 4th through the 8th, again, cooler to the east, warmer off to the west as that ridge begins to build up. So if you're in Alberta here, probably dealing with a little bit more warmth as you head over towards Manitoba, keeping things a bit cooler as we head for the next 10 days. The precipitation forecast, you're not going to get a lot out of the ensemble forecast right now because things are a bit tricky. As we look at the precipitation forecast over the next week or so, drier conditions certainly off to the west as we look at the area where we're seeing more of the ridging, a little bit warmer and drier across British Columbia. But there's going to be a corridor here through the Canadian prairie where for the next week we're going to see at least every couple of days scattered precipitation chances coming through the area. So who sees the most precipitation over the next week is a bit tricky to pin down in advance right now. There's going to be chances for everyone to pick up some rainfall here over the next week. The satellite picture here on Friday morning, here is the big upper level low. You see the clockwise or the counterclockwise flow around that across the east. In the Canadian prairie here, we've got some showers moving through parts of the region here, parts of central Alberta, some scattered showers south of the Edmonton area, kind of over the Edmonton area, down toward Medicine Hat, and then maybe some very light mist falling across parts of Saskatchewan. Looking at the overall flow of the jet stream here, 500 millibar height anomalies, and we'll step through time here, taking this through the next week or so. Right now, here's the big trough, keeping northwest flow pumping across the region, keeping it cooler towards the east, and then the ridge that's allowed some warmth to build back in across the west. Now we'll watch this next storm system begin to move ashore as we get into the end of the weekend, taking this into early next week. And as it does so, we'll watch especially across the northern plains of the U.S., but parts of the southern prairie, the chance for some showers and storms as we head through the Monday and Tuesday time frame, allowing the ridge to build back in on the backside though, so that's going to keep those warmer temperature risks in place across the west. As we look at the actual wind speeds here at 500 millibars, here is that next storm system. You see the strong winds coming blasting ashore as we head into the middle part of the weekend and then impacting the prairie as we get into the early part of next week. So let's go ahead and step through. We'll watch this thing come ashore here on Saturday and Sunday, moving quickly through the prairie here Monday and Tuesday before, again, northwest flow on the backside. And that's going to bring cooler temperatures back into a big chunk of the prairie. The exception going to be over here towards the west, where we'll keep some warmth in the region across British Columbia and then western Alberta. The precipitation forecast then and surface pressure. This will show us that storm system quickly moving through the region early next week. Here we go through Friday, Saturday, very isolated showers possible Saturday and Sunday. And then as we get into the day on Monday, here's that next storm system. Now you're seeing it build across this region right here, bringing that chance for maybe a strong storm to, if I had to guess right now, on Monday, parts of southern Saskatchewan may be seeing a strong storm risk. And then as we head into the day on Tuesday, this begins to quickly move out of the region, making this a non-event by the time we get to Tuesday across the prairie. Although we head into the middle to later part of next week, watching for the potential for another storm system to kind of develop in that same region. So The precipitation forecast, again, it's a bit tricky across the whole prairie, seeing every 2 to 3 days maybe a chance of a shower or storm. They're going to be scattered in nature. The most widespread chance for rain going to be across the southern prairie in this region during that Monday and Tuesday, maybe late Sunday, Monday, early Tuesday time frame across that region will be the most widespread chance for some showers and the best chance for some thunderstorms across the prairie. Day by day, 24-hour precipitation accumulation, this will kind of spell it out pretty well for us as well. For the day on Friday, looking for just widely scattered showers and storms, probably talking about more just rain shower activity across the prairie for the day on Friday. As we get into the day on Saturday, again, watching for maybe a quick moving corridor of some showers across the southern prairie. Sunday, we're going to start to watch this storm system emerge across Alberta, so maybe a chance for some more widespread rain across the region, across Alberta on Sunday. The storm system quickly moves west to east, so Monday, the best chance for some rain and thunderstorms going to be found across Saskatchewan and Manitoba, especially the southern half. As we get into Monday, quieting down. Here is the forecast for Tuesday. Monday, not quieting down. Monday is when southern Saskatchewan, southern Alberta seeing the best chance for rain. Tuesday, quieting down. Going to be quiet still for the day on Wednesday. And then again, just keeping kind of, as we get into the late next week, the chance for some hit or miss showers across the region. This would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we're getting way out there into the future now, Saturday and Sunday. So again, that Monday storm system, late Sunday into early Tuesday, that's going to be the best chance for some widespread rain across the southern prairie region here, across southern Alberta, southern Saskatchewan, southern Manitoba. But really, every 2 to 3 days, at least a chance for some light and isolated precipitation across the region. Going to be keeping it cooler, so maybe a cooler and slightly wet pattern across the prairie here over the next week. So you look at the total accumulated precipitation, again, you're just seeing corridors there. You know, you don't see a big concentrated area of significant precipitation like you do across parts of the Central Plains, parts of the central United States. Again, across the Canadian prairie, seeing a chance here, again, just for broad sweeping precipitation here across the region from west to east, just kind of every 2 to 3 days, bringing a chance of some showers to the region. As we kind of take a look at the temperature anomaly forecast here before we start zooming in, again, as we just play this loop, you notice the cooler risks off to the east, and then the warmer temperature risks will be hanging out over here toward the west. So kind of divided as we head through the next week. Let's go ahead and we'll just play it out here. You'll see the storm system Monday moving in. I know I like to point out the warmer advection and the colder advection with the storm systems that come through. It's always very well defined. Here it comes on Monday, seeing most of the warmth kind of scooting off to the south, and then the cooler air coming in on the back side of this as we get into mid to late next week. Perhaps seeing some warmth kind of try to expand across the region as we get into the mid to late part of next week, but confidence is going to be a little bit low in that. So keeping cooler risks in the forecast here for the most part across Saskatchewan and Manitoba all the way into mid next week. Once we get into the Thursday, Friday time frame, perhaps warming back up across the entire prairie. We'll have to watch that one closely. The precipitation forecast then, as we zoom in on Alberta, we'll go ahead and just play this out, and you'll see the scattered nature to it. Again, what makes it a bit difficult to pin down who's going to get the most rain is the scattered nature here. So no corridor of very heavy rainfall. Unfortunately, I got it on inches here. I apologize for that. But talking about maybe a smattering of 25 to 50 millimeter precipitation amounts there. But some are going to get missed. Again, with the isolated, scattered nature of the precipitation here, some folks are going to be kind of left out there. But, again, with every 2 to 3 days seeing a chance for some rain, hopefully everyone can get at least a small drink here over the next week. Your high temperatures for the next 5 days then, keeping showers in the forecast across this region. That's going to keep it a bit cooler with 20s on either side of that for your high temp on Friday. Your Saturday high temperatures, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday, warming back up on the backside of that storm system. That's when we can start to maybe visualize some warmth building back across the entire Canadian prairie as we get into middle to late next week. Saskatchewan and Manitoba, the same thing, taking this precipitation forecast, playing it out for the next week. Again, there you see it, some opportunities for some heavier corridors of precipitation. This would be from that Monday, Tuesday storm system making its way through. But as we look at the entire region here, certainly everyone with at least a small chance for some scattered to isolated showers as we head through the next week or so. Taking a look now at the high temperature forecast across Saskatchewan and Manitoba here for the day on Friday. Warmer off to the south, anywhere from the upper teens to around 20 degrees for the day Friday. Saturday, a little bit warmer. Sunday, And Monday, here's where that storm system comes sweeping through. Warmest off to the south, cooler air coming in on the backside off to the north, and then it's off to the far south where maybe the risk of a strong storm on Monday. And then by the time we get to Tuesday, cool air on the backside of that. But as you see off to the bottom left corner, we're already getting some of that warmth expanding. So by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe a little bit warmer across Saskatchewan and Manitoba. As always, Eric Snodgrass will have an in-depth look at the next 1 to 2 weeks in our Monday Morning Ag Forecast video. And then I'll check in with the Canadian Prairie here for you again on Tuesday morning. Have a great day and have a wonderful weekend.